We are yet again in a chapter which is very beautiful in Bhagavad Gita, which is there especially for self analysis. Where do we stand now? And what is our destination is to be known. The beginning itself, Krishna said to Arjuna, I will give you the highest of all jnanas. Jnananam jnanamuttamam I will give. And having known this, muneha param siddhim yatogataha. Great seers have got their liberation. That great knowledge that I am going to give you, Krishna tells to Arjuna. Continuing it, he said, as we did yesterday, having depended on this knowledge, many people have come to me, that is, have got liberation. Those who have got liberated need not be born when the creation starts and need not worry when the creation disappears. Sargepi nopajayante pralayena vedanti cha. When creation is happening, they will not be part of creation. When it disappears, they need not be. That is the greatness of the knowledge that Krishna said that he will be giving to Arjuna and to us. We have to go to the third shloka. Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadamyaham. Sambhava sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. We had a big chapter, the chapter 13. He said there are two, the matter and the cosmic consciousness. It's a combination of consciousness and matter that every living being is. Chara or achara, whatever it is there, is a combination of two. So he says, Mama yonir mahad brahma. Matter is where I create the new beings. From that, all beings emerge. Not only humans, he is saying, chara achara, that is a beautiful word that we used earlier. Whatever creation happens is a combination of matter and the consciousness. Sometimes people say kshetra is female, kshetrajna is male. Not that way, of course. Insofar as body is concerned, that is the female aspect of each one of us, whether it is male or female. When it is the cosmic consciousness which exists in each one of us is the male. So every life is a combination of Prakriti and Purusha. Just to say Prakriti is female and Purusha is male, we may actually misguide what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Not at all that way. He has come in two parts. In the world, the male and female. Same thing expresses as a male in some beings and female in some beings. That is his play to continue the creation. Not much different between the two. So he says, Mama yonir mahad brahma. Tasmin garbham dadamyam. The matter is Brahma, where I establish my seed of every new being. Sambhava sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. Arjuna, know that from this new creations happen. Whatever there is created newly has come out newly to birth is a combination of both. That's exactly what he means. We have known Matta Parataram Nasti Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. 7th shloka of 7th chapter. There is nothing other than me, Arjuna, he said. Previously, he said in 2 shlokas, ultimately, para is also myself and apara is also myself. That is, matter is also me, the consciousness also me. Now he is saying how the creation happens. Creation happens because of these two coming together in different yonis. That is, whether it is plant or humans or animals, doesn't matter. It is the combination of Kshetra and Kshetrajna. And Krishna says, I am the seed giver and Prakriti is the Up. So every new creation is his expression. That's what we must know here. I think we can recite. Mama yonir mahad brahma.
Mama yonir mahad brahma.
Tasmin garbham dadamyaham.
Tasmin garbham dadamyaham.
Sambhava sarvabhutanam.
Sambhava sarvabhutanam.
Tato bhavati bharata.
Tato bhavati bharata.
Mama yonir mahad brahma.
Mama yonir mahad brahma.
Tasmin garbham dadamyaham.
Tasmin garbham dadamyaham.
Sambhava sarvabhutanam.
Sambhava sarvabhutanam.
Tato bhavati bharata.
Tato bhavati bharata.
In 7th chapter, in the 11th shloka, we had one word told by Krishna, Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bhartashabha. It is God's desire that the two, when it is not against the Dharma, the joining of together of the male and female are his own desire. So that way he will create a new being that way. Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiya. From humans he extends to all living beings in the next shloka, the 4th shloka. Whatever new creation happens in whatever species, whatever form of life, whether it is humans, animals, plants and so on, tasam brahma mahatyonim aham bija pradapita. In everyone, Brahma, that is matter, I am the giver of the seed. That is to say, a combination of two will begin a new life. In whatever yoni means, whether it is plant, animals, humans, microscopic, whatever there is live things, is a combination of two, according to Krishna. Sarva yonishu kaunteya. They are born in different yonis. Murtaya sambhavantiyaha. New creation comes into being. Tasam Brahma Maha. And then he says, there the matter is Brahma, I am the Bija Pradapita. I am the giver of the seed. So that way the entire creation is his expression. He wants to tell us once again. I think we can recite. Sarvayonishu kaunteya.
Sarvayonishu kaunteya.
Murtaya sambhavantiyaha.
Murtayah sambhavantiyaha.
Tasam Brahma Mahadyonim.
Tasam brahma mahadyonim.
Aham Bija Pradapita.
Aham bija pradapita.
Sarvayonishu kaunteya.
Sarvayonishu kaunteya.
Murtaya sambhavantiyaha.
Murtaya sambhavantiyaha.
Tasam Brahma Mahadyoni.
Tasam brahma mahadyoni.
Aham Bija Pradapita.
Aham bija pradapita.
So when a life comes into being, it will have three things, three gunas. Sattvam rajas tamayati gunaha prakriti sambhavaha. Underline that line. All living beings have three things, the sattva, rajas and tamas. Nibadhanti mahabaho dehe dehe namavi. These gunas, sattva guna and tamo guna and rajo guna, will bind us in this body. They will be making what kind of people we are, what kind of being we are. Tattvam rajas tamayati guna prakriti sambhava. And then when a new creation happens, they will have three gunas. As a pure gold cannot be used for a metal, for a chain or ornament. So we are not pure. Only sattva is there, raja is not there, tama is not there. No. It is a combination of three. Each living being has some sattva in it, some rajas in it, some tamas in it. And they will make us what kind of people we are. If sattva dominates, we are different kind of being. If rajas dominates, we are different kind of beings. If tamas dominates in us, we will be different kind of beings. He will explain what will happen when sattva is there, what will happen when rajas is there, what will happen to us in tamas is there. This is a beautiful chapter for our self-analysis. To know what we are, where we stand at present, and what is our destination to reach. First of all, we must know what guna is dominant in me and in you and in everyone. Sattvam rajas tamaiti guna prakriti sambhava. Matter, there are three gunas in matter, which he told in the very second chapter, Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Sattva guna is there, Rajo guna is there, Tamo guna is there in the Prakriti. In a new body, it is there in different ratio. Nibadhanti mahabaho dehi dehi namavyam. That small Chaitanya in each living will be guided by the gunas that are there inside the living being. So tamas is there maximum, his nature is different. Rajoguna is there, its nature is different. Sattva is there, his or its nature is different. So the gunas are the guiding spirits in us. They will make our feelings. What kind of belief we have will be determined by the gunas that is there, imbibed in each one of us. Sattvam rajas tamayati gunaha prakriti sambhavaha. Sattva, raja, tama are the three gunas in prakriti. Simple it is. Three gunas in prakriti. Nibadnanti, they bind you. Mahabaho, dehe, dehi namogyam. Then when a new creation happens, this becomes, in 8th chapter he said, it is Atman only, but it is called differently in different places. So when a creation happens, the creator becomes the witness in each one of the creation he has done. According to guna, the created living being will play. Nibadnanti mahabaho dehe dehi namoyam. Arjuna, that it will bound the dehi, jivatma. Ultimately, at the end, it has also Paramatma in Prakriti. Prakriti binds us. And we will feel, first of all, we will feel I am an independent being. It was one before it came here. Now every living being will have an ego that I am different, I am different, I am different. Whether humans, animals, plant life, whatever it is, they are the three. So he says, These three gunas bound us in the body, give us certain feelings. I think we can recite. Underline that shloka because it is important in the 14th chapter. Sattvam rajastama iti
सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति
guna prakriti sambhavaha
गुणाः प्रकृतिसम्भवाः
nibadnanti mahabaho
निबध्नन्ति महाबाहो
dehe dehinamavyayam.
देहे देहिनमव्ययम्
Sattvam rajastama iti
सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति
guna prakriti sambhavaha
गुणाः प्रकृतिसम्भवाः
nibadnanti mahabaho
निबध्नन्ति महाबाहो
dehe dehinamavyayam.
देहे देहिनमव्ययम्.
What will happen in which guna is dominant? He goes on saying now hereafter. How will you behave when sattva is there? How are we going to behave when rajas is dominant? How are we going to behave when tamas is dominant? He gives a detailed analysis of three gunas. Tattva sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakam anamyam. Of the three gunas, sattva is pure, nirmala. Sattva is pure and prakashakam, brilliant, shining, and then illuminating, anamayam, flawless, error-free. Error-free. So when sattva is there, he says, a man will be bright, nirmala, prakashakam, nirmala, pleasant, peaceful, and sukha sangi. What will be born? Sukha sangiyena badnati. Sattva is also a guna we have to go beyond. That's why Krishna said, Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavarjana. But sattva is the top of the three gunas. Tamas is the base, rajas is the second, sattva is the last. So from tamas we have to rise to rajas and rajas to sattva. How do we go beyond guna? There is something called a God's grace which we may cross the threshold of three gunas. So here he says, sattva guna is pure, being immaculate, illuminating, flawless. Arjuna, it binds thought through attachment, happiness, and knowledge. Happiness and knowledge are the gunas. This we will have the feeling in our lives every time. Don't know why, some days we will be very jubilant. Some days we will be very active. We ought to do this and this and this and so. Some days we will be naturally, as in a cloudy day, we will all feel dull. No desire to do any activity will be there in each one of us it is happening. Then we must recognize when we are peaceful and happy, sattva is dominant in me. When I am active and want to achieve a lot of things in life and so I begin to work, then rajas is working. When there is idleness, sleepy mood, that is tamas dominant. So each man or each living has all these three things. Sattva is there, rajogu is there, tamoguna is there. So he says, when sattva guna is dominant, a man will be illuminating, flawless. And he will be bound by attachment to happiness. He wants to be happy, peaceful, and knowledge, and to gain knowledge. When sattva is there, we want to know more. We want to know more about the things. There is desire to know in sattva more about the Atman, not the worldly things, because we have to speak about the rajas also here. There also is desire. In sattva, sukha sangena badnati, you can underline. It will bound a man by sukha idea of sukha, idea of peace. Jnana sangena chanaka. Anaga is paparahita, it is a name given to Arjuna here. Jnana, desire to know more, will be there in a sattvic man. Sattvic will have these three things, these two things. That is what Krishna tells Arjuna, and to me, and to you, you can recite. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat
तत्र सत्त्वं निर्मलत्वात्
prakashakamanayam
प्रकाशकमनामयम्
sukasangena badnati
सुखसङ्गेन बध्नाति
jnanasangena chanakha.
ज्ञानसङ्गेन चानघ
Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat
तत्र सत्त्वं निर्मलत्वात्
prakashakamanayam
प्रकाशकमनामयम्
sukasangena badnati
सुखसङ्गेन बध्नाति
jnanasangena chanaka.
ज्ञानसङ्गेन चानघ.
When we have these gunas, we can also know that I am in Sattva now, I am in Rajoguna now, I am in Tamoguna now, depending on the mood of the beings, depending on the desire of the beings. Sattva is there, Nirmalatva, Prakashakam, Anamayam. Anamayam means there won't be much fluctuation. There won't be many fluctuation in desire. Peaceful he is. And that will bound a man when he is in Sattva Guna. Sattva also binds, that we must know. Sattva is not the ultimate ideal of moksha or jnana. It is the highest, that is true. From there we have to cross the threshold. If that is the airport, then you have to climb the aeroplane when it comes. So next we go to next. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna sanga samuddhavam tannibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. What about rajas? He is speaking about rajoguna now. Rajo means desires. Ragatmakam. I want this, want this, want this. It will give you many wants. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna sanga samuddhavam. And then it gives us desire to achieve so many things. And what will happen when it does like this? It will bound a man karma sangena badnati. Raja man will not sit silently. He will begin to act to achieve the goal. However difficult it is, I have to achieve it. That determination will be there in that man who has got rajas. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi. Raja has lot of desires. Trishna sanga samuddhavam. That will give lot of desires. Sannibadnati kaunteya. Arjuna. Kaunteya is Arjuna here. Rajoguna will bound a man karma sangena dehinam. This dehi, this new creation which cosmic consciousness in this deha, will be active there, very active. Will be doing a lot of karma with desire to achieve the result. Sattvic also does, we all know. He offers it back to cosmic consciousness. Rajas is not like that. I have worked, I must get it. So with a desire he works. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna sanga samuddhavam. It is lot of desires will be there in the raga when raga is there. Karma sangena badnati. It will make a man active to get the desire satisfied. Karma sangena badnati. He will become absolutely active. Karma Sangena Dehinam. That Dehi, and in the body he is called Dehi, the Atman, that he will be bound by the creativity. I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this, I must get this, I must get this later, and so on, as we saw in the previous chapter. Rakshasa will be having lot of desires and they will try to achieve it. Humans, neither gods nor asuras, we are in the middle. We are in the middle. Gods are on the top, humans in the middle, demons are the Rakshasas in the lower strata. So this guna will make us whether I am a sattvic, deva, whether I am a manava, whether I am a rakshasa, or whether I am having more tama. Rajo ragatmakam vitti. Rajo guna comes from desires. Trishna sanga samudbhavam. It will bound that man who has this raga into great desires. Want this, want this, want this, and so on. He will begin to fight to achieve the desires. And then, Tannibadnati Kaunteya, therefore, Arjuna, Krishna says, Karma Sangena Dehinam. It will bound that man with lot of activities to achieve the result. He will fight for it. He has great desire for it. And he cannot keep quiet at all. He will be active to get his desires done. That is Rajoguna Prabhava. That's the nature of Rajoguna in each one of us. In each one of us. Sir, are we pure Sattva, pure Raja, pure Tama? No, we are all mixture. But still, there is different ratio of Sattva in us, Rajas in us, and Tamas in us. And that makes our personality. That makes our personality. That makes our being, what we are. I think we can recite. Rajo ragatmakam viddhi.
Rajo ragatmakam viddhi.
Trishna sanga samudbhavam.
Trishna sanga samudbhavam.
Karma sangena badnati.
Tannibadnati.
Tannibadnati kaunteya.
Tannibadnati kaunteya.
Karma sangena dehinam.
Karma sangyena dehinam.
Rajo ragatmakam viddhi.
Rajo ragatmakam viddhi.
Trishna sanga samudbhavam.
Trishna sanga samudbhavam.
Tannibadnati kaunteya.
Tannibadnati kaunteya.
Karma sangena dehinam.
Karma sanghena dehinam.
What will happen when we have tamo more is the next shloka. Tamas ajnanajam viddhi. Tamoguna is nothing but ajnana. Mohanam sarvadehinam. It makes us behave like idiots. It makes us behave in all wrong ways because it will confuse us to know what is what at all. We will not be able to know what is what. And then we will tamas ajnanam viddhi mohinam sarva. What does it do? Look here, next line is very interesting. In one line he says what is tamoguna, pramada, alasya, nidrabhi, tannibadnati bharata. When tamoguna is there, we will be doing many mistakes. Pramada, wrong decisions. Alasya, laziness. Nidra, sleep. It is the nature of the tamoguna. In fact, interesting thing is, even if the same teacher teaches all the students, he cannot make all students get the highest rank. The reason is very simple. Each student is a mixture of sattva, rajas and tamas. And that man who has tamoguna more will not be serious at all in the beginning of the course. Why to worry about this? I can read everything and get through when we complete the first half of the course. And when he comes there, he knows, oh, it is not that I cannot complete this. I have to select a little, and only I must try to get a pass marks or a first class. And he postpones further, and ultimately he ends in failures. He wants to get up in the morning and kept an alarm, and he presses the button of the alarm and sleeps, thinking that it's better to read at night. When night comes, again there is an alarm to be kept for the morning. I can wake up early and drink a coffee, and then I will have good concentration, I will read. But he won't do that because the tamoguna dominates in him. If it is rajoguna, he would have got up. He would have read. He would have got the seat he wanted. But when it is tamoguna, that will delude the man inside, whether me or you. However brilliant you are, sometimes you will be behaving foolishly. All your intelligence fails sometimes. Then you must know that you are acting according to tamoguna that time. So this is a beautiful psychological analysis of a human being. Tamastu ajnanajam vidhi. Tama comes from ajnana, no knowledge. Mohanam sarvadehinam. It deludes the dehi, the jivatma. Deludes it what? Pramada alasya nidrabihi. Know that there are three words. Pramada, erroneous judgments. Alasya, laziness. Nidra, sleepy mood. It will bind a man with these three gunas. So the Sakshi is the pure. But this Jivatma, will be deluded by the guna that it is having. Tamastu ajnanajam vidhi mohanam sarvadevina. Tamas has come from ajnana. It deludes the dehi, Jivatma, with ajnana. What does it make in the end? Pramada alasya nidravihi tanni badnati bharata. It will make us take erroneous decisions. Pramada, it will make us lazy, and it will make us sleepy. It will make us end up in failures. It will make us end up in failures. I think we can recite. Tamastu jnanajam vidhi
तमस्त्वं ज्ञानजं विद्धि
mohanam sarvadehinam
मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां
pramadalasya nidrabhihi
प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः
tannibadnati bharata.
तन्निबध्नाति भारत
Tamastu jnanajam vidhi
तमस्त्वं ज्ञानजं विद्धि
mohanam sarvadehinam
मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां
pramadalasya nidrabhihi
प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः
tannibadnati bharata.
तन्निबध्नाति भारत.
So he has given us three gunas, what their activities and what will happen when that guna is there. And he continues the same thing, Krishna to Arjuna. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. When sattva is there, you feel very happy. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Beautiful chapter. When sattva is there, you have an internal peace. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Rajak karmani bharata. Rajoguna will make you active. Rajak karmani bharata. I want to have this, achieve this, achieve this. It will make you very active. Rajak karmani bharata. And what will the tamo do? Jnanam avartyata tamaha pramade sanjatyata. your knowledge will be deluded and it will make you take some pramada, wrong decisions. Tamoguna will make you will make you to take wrong decisions with things. In single shloka, he has put all the three. Note that. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Sattva gives you joy. Rajak karmani bharata. Rajas makes you active. Rajas makes you active. Jnanam avartyata tamaha, tamoguna. It will cover all your knowledge. Pramade sanjetyuta. It will make you erroneous judgments. It will make you wrong decisions. That is the nature of tamoguna in us. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati rajak karmani bharata. On the same shloka he has added all the three. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati rajak karmani bharata. You can underline Sattvam sukhe sanjayati one unit, rajak karmani bharata the other unit. Tam jnanam avartyata tamaha pramade sanjayati the third line. So when sattva is there, you will be happy, joyous, joyful. Tamo is there, you will be creative, active. When Rajo is there, you will be active. When Tamo is there, everything will be deluded, and you will do erroneous, a lot of errors, and be in a sleepy mood. That will happen to us. It's happening to other beings. It is happening in each one of us. Every time in our life. Sometimes one is dominant, sometimes the other, sometimes the other. And our behavior pattern is decided on which of this is the takes the major portion in each one of us. Even a jnani will have the tamoguna, that is, he has also to go to sleep, remember. I think we can recite. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Rajak karmani bharata.
Raja karmani bharata.
Jnanamavrutyatu tamaha.
Jnanamavrutyatu tamaha.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Rajak karmani bharata.
Raja karmani bharata.
Jnanamavrutyatu tamaha.
Jnanamavrutyatu tamaha.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Are we pure sattva, pure rajas, or pure tamas? Not at all, he says. What happens in each one of us? He explains a man, a human being, or a living being. Rajas tamasya vibhoyah sattvam bhavati bharata. Bharata is Arjuna. You leave that word there. He is telling to Arjuna. Sometimes sattva will dominate by pushing rajas and tamas down. Rajas tamasya vibhoyah sattvam bhavati bharata. Sattva, when sattva dominates, rajas and tamas are weak. They have been pressed down by the sattva guna. And when rajoguna is there, rajas tattvam tamasyaiva. When rajoguna is dominant, sattva guna will be pressed down, tamoguna will be pressed down, rajo will be active. The man is very active. And what happens in tamas? When tamoguna is dominant, even it overpowers sattva and rajas, and it will make a man lazy, sleepy, taking wrong decision, and so on. So in each one of us, this play is going on. every day, every time. Not that we are pure sattvas, not that we are pure rajas, not that we are pure tamas. Each one has all three gunas. When one is dominant, our behavior will be different. When the other one is dominant, well, that means when sattva is dominant means raja and tamas are pressed down and sattva is active. When rajas is active, sattva and tama are pressed, and tamas is active, sattva, rajas both are pressed down. Tamas becomes dominant. It happens in each living being. It happens in each living. However active you are, when it is time to sleep, tamas will dominate, make you go to bed. I will do it tomorrow, you say, and go to sleep. Or you feel lazy, or you will be deluded. Why do you worry about these things and so on? It will make you drop your idea to achieve something, tamoguna. This sloka is very interesting. It's a play of, we are nothing but the play of three gunas in each one of us. We are nothing but the play of three gunas in each one of us. Sattva, rajas, tamas. And we will look different when sattva is dominant, when rajas is dominant, when tamas is dominant. It's a play going on in Prakriti, in the creation. So it's a beautiful shloka. Rajas tamasya abhibhuyaha sattvam bhavati bharata. When sattva dominates, rajas and tamas are overpowered, are snubbed down. When rajo dominant, sattva and tamas are snubbed. When tamo is dominant, sattva and rajas are snubbed, and the man will be tamoguni. So that is what is the nature of each living being, whether it is animal, plant, human being, and so on. No one is simply for only sattva he has got. No, you don't have a man like that. That will be there in each one of us. Sometimes one dominates, sometimes the other, sometimes the yet other. And we are to participate in the play of three gunas. That is happening in me and happening in you and happening in everyone. Whether we like it or not, it happens. I think we can recite Rajastamasya vibhuyaha
Rajastamaschabhibhuyah
Sattvam bhavati bharata
Sattvam bhavati bharata
Rajasattvam tamasyaiva
Rajasattvam tamaschaiva
Tamasattvam rajastata
Tamasattvam rajastata
Rajastamasya vibhuyaha
Rajastamaschabhibhuyah
Sattvam bhavati bharata
Sattvam bhavati bharata
Rajasattvam tamasyaiva
Rajasattvam tamaschaiva
Tamasattvam rajastata.
Tamasattvam rajastata.
Hope you have realized the meaning of this shloka. It tells us no one is a pure sattvic. There will be some rajas and tamas are there. When he looks sattvic, those two are snubbed a little. And there may be other time when he become a rajas and sattva and tamo will be snubbed. And when he becomes lazy, sattva and raja both are snubbed and laziness, tamoguna will be dominant. This happens in each living being, which we have to realize. Therefore, I asked you to underline. What happens when some sattva is dominant in a man, he wants to say. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate. When there is sattva, a man looks bright. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin. All our sense organs will be bright enough. Prakasha upajayate. Jnanam yada tada vidyat divruttam satyamatyuta. And then there will be clarity of thinking, clarity of judgment. When that happens, you must know that sattva is dominant now. When sattva is dominant, you will try to have the knowledge, jnanam, and then you will know that now it is sattva dominating in you. That is to say, when sattva dominates, we will be having knowledge. And we will be bright, peaceful and bright. That's what we see in some of the great people. I told you that there is an aura around each one of us. And a sattvic man will always be bright. But not always he is sattvic. That also you must know. There is a time when he may lose that quality also. But when sattva dominates, he will be bright. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate. And when all sense organs will be brilliant and bright, that ear will not deceive you, nose will not deceive you, mouth will not deceive you, touch will not deceive you. All of them are in very present condition. That then you will be very bright. And then you must know when that happens, we must be aware the sattva is dominant in me now. That's all. That's all. You must know that sattva is dominant in me now. When prakasha happens, or peace, inner peace happens, or when a man looks very bright, and so on. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate. In all dwaras of this, Navadvare Pure Dehi, we had in Shloka in the 7th chapter. We are living in a rented house, that is this body, with an agreement for some years' sake. So one day it ought to go whether we like it or not, it will not stay. But the owner of the body will be like this. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate. In all parts of his sense organ, there will be brightness. And then you must know that you are now sattva dominant person. That you can definitely know that there is sattva in you now. That is what he says in this shloka. Important one, you can underline also. Let's recite. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin
सर्वद्वारेषु देहेऽस्मिन्
prakasha upajayate
प्रकाश उपजायते
jnanam yada tada vidyat
ज्ञानं यदा तदा विद्या
vivruddha sattvamitयुतः
विवृद्धं सत्त्व इत्युत
सर्वद्वारेषु देहेऽस्मिन्
सर्वद्वारेषु देहेऽस्मिन्
प्रकाश उपजायते
प्रकाश उपजायते
ज्ञानं यदा तदा विद्यात्
ज्ञानं यदा तदा विद्यात्
विवृद्धं सत्त्वमित्युत.
विवृद्धं सत्त्वमित्युत.
We will stop that, do the